I'm Dan, and this is Bourbon Sauce, back with a special guest. This time, we're bringing in Allason Pantano. Some of you might know her as a familiar face if you're watching this. Could be a family member, a friend, or otherwise. But Allison, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, babe.
Yeah. So you are a clinical pharmacist,
I am.
and how long did it take you to get that degree?
I went to school for 12 years. Yeah, I did my bachelor's. I didn't always want to be a pharmacist.
No,
No, I used to want to be a radiologist. So I started in nuclear medicine.
really.
Yeah, got started in nuclear medicine, wanted to be a radiologist, and then found pharmacy through nuclear pharmacy, which is a very niche area of pharmacy. And I really loved it. So I went to pharmacy school, got my doctorate. Now here I am.
Dr. Pantano.
Dr. Pantano.
Well, that's very fancy. So what was nuclear medicine like?
Nuclear medicine, really, really amazing. It's so it's a branch of radiology that they call it theragnostic. So it can be used as therapy, and it can be used to diagnose cancers. So most imaging in radiology, you're using radiation to image inside of a patient's body, but in nuclear medicine, you're injecting radionuclide into a patient's body, and you're imaging the radiation that comes out. So you can actually take dynamic images of a patient's organs functioning.
Oh, so that like dye that they're putting in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I always wondered what was in that
Yeah.
stuff when I've gotten like x-rays and they're like, we gotta inject you with this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you putting in me? Poison?
No, it's not poison, I promise.
Well, that's good. Before we get too deep into this, we both selected some Nelson's products, which we went to their whiskey mixer this year,
Yeah, that's why I picked Nelson's.
which was a pretty fun event.
It was so fun.
Now, we have a white wine cask coming out in July. We're doing a Catalina wine mixer party.
You picked the Christmas in July
Yeah,
from when we were there in the summer, and now it's
it's our first Christmas together.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
Figure why not? And then I'm just doing the Calvados cast finish. Mine's, the proof is on mine 106, and I think yours is like 100 and something also.
Mine is 113.
Ooh,
Whoa.
she got a strong one. Well, cheers to you. Thanks for
Cheers.
coming on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's very smooth.
Good. What are you tasting at?
A bit of clove.
Okay.
Yeah. Cinnamon.
Kind of like Christmassy flavors.
Very Christmassy.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you transitioned from that, and now you work for the VA. Have you always worked for the VA?
No, I started actually working for the DoD.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your job with the DoD?
So I was a staff pharmacist. So I was inpatient, more of like dispensing type of role. But I got a lot of really cool experiences there because I worked at the medical center on Fort Hood, now Fort Cavazos.
Yeah.
Um,
Almost the same spelling. Weird.
Yep. So yeah, that's one of the biggest installations. So it has a pretty big hospital. We had a NICU, of course, an ER, which is my bread and butter, ICU, all the good stuff.
So you worked a lot of your time in the ER?
Yeah, I did a lot of ER stuff.
And then when you transitioned to the VA, you did a lot of ER as well, right?
Yeah, I kind of dabbled in a lot of different things though. I had mostly acute care, so internal medicine, some ICU, ER, and I actually had some experience in CLC, which is like the VA's long-term care.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you don't do anything with when veterans come in to be seen for like initial DBQs and stuff like that. You're not part of any of that process.
No, I'm not.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Would you want to be a part of that process, or is that not something you want to dabble in now that you're trying to get a little bit higher in the hierarchy?
I think I could get into that. It's more of the critical care type stuff. It's incredible and it's a really rewarding experience, but it's just very exhausting.
Right.
It's very high stress. So the older I get, the more I'm like, I want to go into something a little more calm.
It's crazy. You have a high stress job. You're not very gray. Like somebody.
I like your salt and pepper.
Yeah. I guess everybody deals with stress differently. Mine just strains the color out of my hair. But yeah. So with your medical background, did that prepare you at all for what you were gonna experience yourself? You want to get into that at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really great way to like bring it up. So, I think being in the medical field, and being a young person
Hmm.
in the medical field, so when I was 32 years old, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so it's not something that I ever expected to happen, of course. No one ever expects to get diagnosed with cancer, but being a really young woman, and like in the thick of my career, at the peak of my career, it prepared me, being a medical professional, for asking all the right questions and advocating for myself, I think is the biggest thing.
So for somebody who is maybe just now getting diagnosed with breast cancer, what are some of those questions that you might recommend that they ask that they may not know to ask?
Um, I think initially, right up front, knowing your normal is the most important thing, right?
Okay.
And being really familiar with your body. But when you're
Touch your
young,
boobies, ladies.
feel them, feel them.
Feel them often. And for you guys, this is a perfect excuse to tell your lady, I think I need to check them out again.
Yes, if you have a significant other, they should be feeling them for you.
Hmm.
But knowing your normal is the most important, I think. And then when you do feel something that's off, um, just start with your gynecologist. Don't go to your primary care, because primary care is just so general. They're not specialists, of course. And so they can sometimes push back, like, oh, you're young. Oh, let's keep an eye on it. Those kinds of things.
How is a gynecologist going to be versed enough to talk about breast cancer? That's another part of anatomy to deal with.
Yeah. So gynecologists are really, it's the whole bread and butter of a woman's body, right?
Okay.
Um, so breast health, obviously genital,
Vaginal health.
yes. So, and of course pregnancies and child, delivery and all that good stuff. So
Okay.
they're really well versed in.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
But I'm a guy, so it's, if I did know that, it'd be maybe a little strange. But
Yes.
unless I was a gynecologist myself, I'm not one, but I'll take a look. So those are kind of some general things. Obviously you're doing your normal checkup. How did you were you like one morning you were like something doesn't feel right, or
Yeah, so I'm very religious about putting body lotion on after the shower.
Hmm.
You know this.
Yeah.
So I got out of the shower one day, I was putting on body lotion, and I felt something really weird in my left breast. And I was like, oh, okay.
So
Probably
was it
should.
just real tender, or was it
No,
like
it didn't even hurt. It was just like a lump
you
that,
felt a mass? In there?
yeah, it was just like a lump that I had never felt before.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was your initial reaction fear, shock? Like what was that initial emotion like?
Well, I was 32, and so I thought, okay, well, I'm in my 30s now. Things are starting to kind of change. Let's just maybe keep an eye on this. I thought maybe it was related to my cycle. So I watched it for another month, and it did not go away. It did
Uh-oh.
not get better. It actually got worse.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I knew something was not right.
So how far from that? So it was a month, and then you finally went and got checked out,
I did. I
and
got
then
into
they found it like immediately.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a really fast process, actually. I got into the gynecologist after some fighting, because again, they're trying to tell me, oh, it's probably just a cyst, you're too young.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, I need to come in. So they got me in. She did a little breast check. And then she said, oh yeah, we need to get you in for a mammogram like tomorrow.
That's terrifying.
Yes, it was very scary.
So how did you compartmentalize that and still be able to focus on doing your job? Or did you end up having a period of time where you weren't working because you were doing all the radiation and everything like that?
No, I actually worked through the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a trooper.
Yeah, well, I think it's a double-edged sword, because I needed something to take my mind off of everything I was going through. But at the same time, I think I could have given myself a little more grace and taking a little better care of myself, because I worked really hard. I started up a brand new ER pharmacy program in Kansas City at the VA. I was working probably 60 hours a week. So it was
You
not.
probably were not doing yourself any favor for
No.
the healing and recovery process.
That escapism thing.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the other day.
Right. I'm very good at that too.
Yes.
Usually involves this brown liquor. But anyway, I think it's something that people kind of tend to do when there's some sort of trauma, any event anyway, is you don't always want to deal with it in the moment.
Mhm.
You're like, we'll just deal with this later.
Yeah.
You know, and it will force you to make time to deal with it.
Oh,
It always does.
100%. And I did. I
Yeah.
did. Lots of therapy. Oh man.
Yeah. Which, by the way, fellas, that's not a bad thing. If you need therapy, make sure you go out and seek it. You know, men's health,
Mhm.
mental health, mental health,
And wellness.
and wellness is important.
Mhm.
It's something that's often overlooked for most men out there. We're just taught to grit it out and just kind of push it, keep shoving it down.
Mhm.
But that doesn't do anybody any favors, especially your loved ones. You know, they always take
Absolutely.
the unintended consequences of us shoving all that shit down. But
Mhm.
working at the VA, did it give you better options for medical care for
Mm,
this?
I would say uh, really the benefit of working for the VA is that we have really good health insurance options and they're very affordable. So
Okay.
I did have very good health insurance. I got really lucky. My through chemo, radiation, and my surgery, all told, it was ended up being like $1.2 million.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot. Breast cancer is very expensive. But out of pocket, I only paid $2,000.
How do people afford that care?
That's just it. Sometimes it's really, really sad. People are forced to choose, like, do I choose my house or do I choose my health? Like,
Right.
it's just the reality in America. It's really sad.
For yours, it was easy enough to get your coverage because you're already in with the VA. Was it TRICARE or did they use something else?
The VA, so they have a lot of different options, but I'm on, it's called GHA, Government Employees Health
I
Association.
thought you said jihad for a second. I was like, what?
GEHA.
Okay.
But yeah, so they partner with United Healthcare. So that was my health insurance policy at the time.
I had
But
United Healthcare once upon a time
yeah.
when I was with a different company.
Mm-hmm.
They were all right.
Yeah.
It didn't do too bad for me.
They
I
did
think
pretty.
now I have Blue Cross Blue Shield or something.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
They're expensive though.
Really?
Yeah. Like the premiums and stuff,
Ooh.
they're pretty pricey.
Mm.
But you do get taken care of pretty well. I don't know how it is with your coverage with that about pre-existing conditions or anything. Now that you've been through the breast cancer stuff,
Mm-hmm.
has it changed anything with your medical coverage? Like if you were to say, God forbid, have another sort of breast cancer issue,
Mm-hmm.
is that then considered a pre-existing condition, or is it something like, hey, we handle this new, or do you not know?
I haven't felt it as much with my medical insurance. It's more with my life insurance.
Really?
Yeah, I already have a life insurance policy like active before I had breast cancer, so we're good. But
Tell me
like,
more. How much is this policy?
um,
No, I'm
we're
just
not gonna
kidding.
go. But no, I can't get a new life insurance policy for 5 years
Wow.
after a cancer diagnosis.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something else that people probably take from this
Yep.
is that if that does happen to you, that you probably can't renew or get a new life insurance policy for a
Yeah.
while until you're, I guess,
Got to be free and clear. Yeah.
clean bill of health for a while.
Mm-hmm. For 5 years.
That's wild.
I know it.
So it's like in the meantime, you're stuck in limbo with no policy. And
Mm-hmm.
if something happens and they're like, oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm good because I already had one.
oh,
Like I already had a policy before the breast cancer. But if I wanted to change, like if I wanted to up my coverage
Oh.
or change it to a different policy, I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that going through that chemo and all that recovery taught yourself about yourself?
I think just loving myself is the most important thing. Like loving yourself through it all because we, especially people like us, we are very hard on ourselves. We hold ourselves to extremely high standards.
Mhm.
And you're not always going to be able to meet your own standards. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes things kick you down and you just have to love yourself through it. It's the only way you're going to get through it.
That makes sense. I'm guessing it showed you that you have a lot more strength than you knew you probably had.
Oh, yes. Yep.
You know, the
100%.
resiliency and like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I've heard stories of people when they get the diagnosis, then they doom, they catastrophize,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, oh, I'm just giving up. You know, just let it take
Mm-hmm.
me. Whatever happens, happens.
There really is some magic to the mental. Like,
I think so.
mindset is everything.
I think mindset's important for all aspects of life.
Oh, 100%.
You know, and that's something that working in the community that I do, that's kind of a forefront of everything is,
Mhm.
the can do, don't quit
Yep.
type mentality.
Mm.
And I think that for anybody that gets any sort of horrible medical diagnosis, whether it be cancer or some other form of cancer, or who knows, maybe it's AIDS, HIV,
Mhm.
something crazy it sounds terminal. As long as you have the right mindset, you can kind of overcome a lot of that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Um,
And enjoy every single moment because you never know.
the
You
power of positivity.
power of positivity.
What's another little tidbit of goody information that people might not already have readily available on the internet?
Oh man. Well, I could go hours and hours talking about all the different because obviously I lost all my hair, right? And that was a big thing as a young woman.
Look at how much hair you
Like,
have. There's no way you
yeah,
would think that you had lost it all.
yeah. Thank you.
That
I've
looks
taken
great.
very good care of it. It's when it first came back in, it was completely different texture. I
Really?
I had long, like wavy brunette hair. I'm so happy it came back in the same color. But it came back in super
Wait a
curly.
minute.
What?
It would have maybe come in a different color?
Yeah, some people their hair comes back like blonde.
Well,
If
no
the,
way.
yeah, it's crazy. It changes the complete DNA of your like follicles. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you were like a redhead now or something crazy?
Ugh,
What if you were albino? Like, what
it
if it,
happens.
like, did you lose your eyebrow hair too?
I lost my eyebrows got super thin and my eyelashes got super thin and I always had really thick long eyelashes. So it was just a complete like identity change for me.
That's
For
crazy. That
I
in itself would
know.
be traumatizing.
Yes, it really was. And a lot of people think that it's kind of like a vanity thing, but it was
Part of your identity.
as a woman, absolutely. Absolutely. And so that was very traumatizing, yes, losing my hair. But the process of it growing back was after I got over the initial shock of my hair being completely different and short and curly,
Yeah.
it was so much fun watching it come in and like how the curls would fall and like using different products and like taking my biotin and my collagen, like watching it come back healthier. It was fun.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if they gave you some sort of like supplements to help you with that, like to help it come back, I guess, but the normal over the counter.
Yeah, well, a lot of girls ask me about this. So, there's some products that like are super crazy viral on Instagram, like Nutrafol and I forget the name of the other one.
Like minoxidil and stuff like that.
Yes, I didn't try minoxidil, but I did do Nutrafol for a while.
Hmm.
There's supplements in there like shampoo and conditioner. Really works well.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, biotin and collagen I use. Just like over the counter.
Over your college time, what do you think was the biggest lesson you learned when you're in college?
Well, I busted my ass in college, and I had fun, but I think I could have like paused and like enjoyed life a little bit more than I did.
Oh, you're saying you didn't do enough sorority girl type stuff.
No, I don't want to pay for my friends. I
Oh,
don't want
I
to
mean,
do
that makes sense.
it. But not really like that. Just like not being so in the grind all the time. Like I was so determined and so dedicated.
Disciplined.
I was very disciplined.
Yeah, it's just interesting to talk to people that spend 8 to 12 years of time
Mhm.
in school,
Yeah.
come out as doctors or whatever else you can get in that time span.
Mhm.
Did you double major or did you just
Nope. I
no?
just When I did so remember I told you when I started my bachelor's, I thought I was going to be a radiologist. So
Yeah.
I started in something completely different. So there was a little blip of time I had to go and take like some summer classes to get some
Hmm.
prereqs that weren't included in my bachelor's,
Yeah.
my coursework to be able to move on to pharmacy. But I got it done.
How much of that coursework has translated into your actual job skills?
Which one? My bachelor's?
Any of any of your time in school, how much is it actually correlated to being useful in the position that you're currently?
That's a great question because one of the things I tell like our pharmacy residents and pharmacy students is like 90% of what you need to know to do this job, you learn it doing it.
Right, OJT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like most careers are like that.
Yes.
Like there's some value to having the scholastic background to it
Mhm.
all,
Mhm.
But there's nothing that replaces actual job experience, being in the fray and having to deal with it
Yep.
real time. Because at that point, you really have to rely on your wit and your
Yes.
recall and everything
Mhm.
else that you might not have needed necessarily in your coursework. But
Yep. All it took was that first code blue, me going to my first code blue, and I knew I was hooked on critical care.
that's when you're like, I want to be in the ER.
Yes. I want to
Just-
be in the thick of it where it's so stressful.
Well, I've heard a lot of people that are in the medical career field that they love that ER environment just because it's so fast paced and it's
Yeah.
every day is kind of different. You never
Oh,
know
every
what's
hour is different.
yeah, you never know like what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
You really got to stay on your toes.
So it kind of builds that. I don't know if it's more of a dopamine hit or what it is, but
It kind of
there's
is.
definitely an adrenaline rush.
100%.
So then you're more of an adrenaline junkie, is what you're telling me.
Maybe we're a little the same that way.
I maybe would agree with that. ER life is definitely not for everybody.
Mm-mm.
It takes a special person to
It
kind of
does.
deal with that high paced insanity. But it means you have a lot of patience too,
I do have a lot of patience, don't I?
which is why you can deal with me.
Nailed it.
Not just because you're a doctor with patience, different kind of patience.
Yes.
I had to squeeze you in
Thank you.
because you have a great story to talk about. You know, the fact that you were diagnosed with breast cancer so young, you had overcame that. You've still been thriving in your career. You've
Thank
got
you.
more ambition yet to accomplish.
Yeah.
I already know some of those goals that you want to do, but we're not going to put them out there just
No.
yet.
No.
But, you know, you take it all in stride, which I think is one of your great qualities.
Thanks, babe.
Is you're able to just kind of grit your teeth and get
Grin and
through
bear
it.
it. Grin and bear it.
Just get through it.
Well, it's easier having your support, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's no problem. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm like a good bra. I'm here to support you. Anything you want to cover while you have the 5 seconds of fame?
Mm, Well, I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention you were talking about the cost of breast cancer treatment, right? We talked a
Mhm.
little bit about that and health insurance or lack
Sure.
thereof. So there's a couple of groups like benefit charity groups that I got exposed to and had never knew about before.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, when I was going through treatment, I was living in Kansas City, but my treatments were in Nashville.
Well, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so
That's a commute.
I was flying back and forth, right? No surprise, that's the first year I got companion passed on Southwest. But there's a company called Angel Flight,
Okay.
and so it's basically just private pilots that donate their time and their aircraft and their gasoline,
Really?
and they fly cancer patients to and from wherever they need to go to get treatment.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an amazing organization. So I actually got the opportunity to get flown from Kansas City to Nashville by a private pilot in his little aircraft. It was a beautiful day. They have to take you when the weather's beautiful. So
Yeah, I would imagine.
yeah, so the weather was beautiful. Got to go. It was a really incredible experience. So there's that available for people. And then to fill in all those gaps when you're dumping all your money into treatment or you can't keep up with life because you're having such a financial hardship. Local groups like Tennessee Breast Cancer Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
We went to their Bourbon event.
Yeah, it was a cool event.
Yeah, so they actually raised like $12,000, I think,
Just from that one
just
day?
from that one event.
That's awesome.
So they connect breast cancer patients with funds to help them
Mhm.
pay for like their light bill.
Well, and then there's Susan G. Komen, which is like the overreaching big one that everyone kind of knows about.
Yeah,
And they help out a lot of people too.
yeah, they do.
That was something like that we have in common was, I have members in my family that had breast cancer.
Mhm.
And, I was doing a lot of those Susan G. Komen things before. Like BMW usually does something together where every mile that you drive on the test drives,
That's really
they
cool.
basically donate that back as money
Yeah, I
to
love
the
that.
foundation, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other things that they do, which you get invitations to now. in the
Mhm.
email, which is kind of interesting. But there's plenty of other like nonprofits out there
Mhm.
that can help you if you are going through this struggle
Yeah,
and you need
absolutely.
help. All kinds of people out there that are trying to contribute to this thing because it is far reaching. Almost everybody and someone in their family or friends group they've known or has had cancer.
Mhm.
Um, it's quite prolific as far as how far
Mm.
and different types of cancers that there are, which is wild.
Yeah, it's getting scary.
Like soon I'll have to start checking my prostate,
Mhm.
getting to that age,
And your colon.
my colon.
Colon cancer is getting
Yeah.
crazy.
I had a buddy of mine, his dad died of
Ugh.
that. It was rough watching him wither away. That's another sad thing about how the cancer can just eat. Um, what other foundations?
Mm. So there's one called Gilda's Club.
Hmm,
So Gilda's Club is in like most major cities,
okay.
but it's they can connect you with local resources, but it's really that one was incredible for me because they had a young adult cancer group,
Oh, okay.
like a support group.
Nice.
Because one of the things that I really struggled with was not really feeling understood by any of my friends or my family, like because they hadn't experienced it, right? As much as they tried, they hadn't experienced it and they
Yeah.
couldn't actually understand what I was going through. So, um, yeah, Gilda's Club is incredible. They have a lot of events too, like yoga. You know, I love yoga.
Didn't even touch on that.
That's okay. All right. But
Someday you'll have your own little yoga studio.
someday I'll have my own yoga studio, wellness center. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a retreat center too. Set it up in Fiji.
Fiji.
Yeah, maybe Fiji.
Who the hell's gonna be able to afford to fly to
Or
Fiji?
like Bali.
You think these people are gonna have money to travel for that?
Maybe I'll be balling so hard I can just pay for a couple people to go.
That's ambitious. That is
Maybe.
ambitious.
Never know.
You never know, though.
Shoot for the stars.
Yeah, that's right. I always say shoot for the moon because even if you miss, you land among the stars.
Who said that? Didn't someone say that?
I don't know if somebody ever really said that. I
Someone
used to say
actually-
that all the time to my brothers.
But
my brother.
but you were quoting someone.
I didn't realize I was, but
Hmm.
anyway, I digress. This has been fun.
This has been so fun. Thanks for having me, babe.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I'm sure we'll have you on again at some point. We have more to talk about. We go on more adventures and stuff.
So many adventures.
I do want to hit real fast. You are big into national parks and hiking, and
Yeah.
your father just tried and did like 98%. I want to say
yeah, I did
of the
most of it.
AT.
Yeah. Yeah, Appalachian
What
Trail.
a wild man, John. You're tough son of a bitch. I'll tell you that. Do you ever aspire to join your dad and do that whole AT?
I love you, Daddy, but I don't think I can do the whole Appalachian Trail.
That takes a whole different mindset.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll go backpacking, but I think my max is like 4 nights of backpacking,
Okay.
and then I really want to shower.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected.
But no, it is incredible, like to know that everything you need to survive is right on your back, and kind of teaches you to let some shit go.
Right. Yeah.
But Dad's like super proud of how light his pack is. I think his pack was like less than 20 pounds when he left
That's
last
crazy.
time. Yeah, he's invested in all this ultralight stuff, but yeah, it's a really great feeling. We should go backpacking.
My back can't handle it very much these days.
Your back can't backpack.
Yeah, I can last for like 10 miles now, and then I'm like, all right, I need a break.
So what if we do like a shorter trail, like a 20-mile trail, and we break it up and we only do like 5-mile days?
Oh, we could do that.
And we could just set up camp and like chill.
Yeah, I
We could
definitely
bring
have
your
to bring my
little
hammock to sleep on because I can't sleep on the hard ass ground
cowboy
these days.
camp.
Yeah,
We could bring some bourbons, sit by the fire.
I have a thing that is for traveling for bourbon.
Yeah, you brought it to my house before. I love it.
Well, but I have a different thing too.
Oh.
It's all from Agenor, by the way. It's one of my favorite like travel companies. They make all this travel stuff, but it's like it'll hold a fifth in it.
Oh,
And then when you
wow.
take it apart, you can like drink out of the 2 halves. They
nice.
basically are like cups in itself, but yeah, pretty ruggedized.
Will you bring that little smoker that you have that just sits on top of the glass.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. Make a smoked old fashioned in the woods.
In the woods, that'd be kind of funny.
Be super bougie.
You could just use a regular fire that's going to smoke it, I suppose.
That's true. That's a good point. Use your resources, right? We were just talking about that.
Yeah. But because I don't want to have to carry wood chips and everything else and a little torch. Yeah, we could do that sometime. Do a little 20-miler.
Yeah, just a
Even
quick
do-
one.
You can even do that in 2 nights.
We could do that at Montgomery Bell. Remember that?
I don't think that trail's long enough.
Remember we saw the super intricate trail system? And there was like those little
I
shelters.
think it ties into the AT though somewhere, doesn't it?
I don't think it does.
Where was it? We were hiking that tied into the AT.
In the Smokies.
That was the Smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smokies are huge.
Yeah,
The
those
AT.
we gotta go back.
What's our next national park we're gonna do?
I don't know.
I'm dying to get in a national park.
I know you're dying.
I'm literally dying.
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's been so long. Maybe we do well, we are about to go to Iceland, so
That'll be a trip.
yeah, that's gonna be so amazing.
That'll be fun.
Do some
I'm looking
winter
forward to that trip.
fun.
Still have to finalize some things.
Yeah.
Like a rental car and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
We already get the hotel and flights.
Yep.
That's
Biggest
the big.
things.
That's the big thing.
And we got the dog's care
Dog cares
lined up. Check,
lined
check.
up. So whole
Perfect.
thing
It's gonna
pointing
be-
in the right direction.
This is a big adventure.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something you got to figure out. What do you want to tackle? Where do you want to go? Obviously, it's always finding time off from work. It's the hardest for
Yeah.
me.
It's the hardest part.
And now for you, even that you're
Wearing lots of hats.
wearing all these hats
Yeah.
at work. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. But even if we do our 3 or 4 day weekends or whatever and grab a quick flight to a more easily accessible one, that's my bread and butter. I can plan those really well.
Okay.
Just leave it to me.
Leave it to Beaver.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, great. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. Thanks for
babe.
sharing some of your story.
Yeah, thanks
I'm
for sharing the
sure
bourbon.
Some of it will impact some people more than others. Maybe they'll take some information you gave, little insights of wisdom or whatever.
Yeah, always happy to talk about it.
Using your mindset.
Mhm.
If people want to find you, they can find you on Instagram.
Yeah, the Pharma Yoga Assist. You tag me all the time.
That. And her number, I'll write it down. It'll be in the bottom, so you can text her.
yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that 'cause I don't want to hear the phone blowing up all the time. Bad enough you have work phone and your personal phone.
Yeah, all the phones.
Yeah, glad you like that bourbon.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good.
Thanks for sharing.
Good plug for Nelson's.
It is.
I'm sure they'll love that.
Yeah.
But
Thanks, Nelson.
Until next time, drink your favorite drink. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
bourbon and get sauced. Cheers.
Cheers.